The US has launched a deadly strike on Islamic State terrorists in Nigeria. President Donald Trump directed the strike against what he described as, quote, ISIS terrorist scum, who he says have been killing Christians. CNN reports they were carried out in coordination with Nigerian authorities. On his Truth Social page, Trump wrote that he had warned the terrorists that if they did not stop slaughtering Christians, there would be hell to pay. US Secretary of War Pete Hegseth has warned of more strikes to come. Back home, and the holiday drowning toll stands at 1 after a person was swept out to sea on Auckland's west coast yesterday afternoon. The person had been on the rocks at Fisherman's Ledge just south of Piha Beach around lunchtime. Police say they were located and confirmed dead at around 1:20 p.m. Meanwhile, a man has been missing from the Waikato bar since Christmas Day. A 5-year-old child who was with him was retrieved from the water with the help of local lifeguards. Retailers are holding out for another sales surge to keep the season's early momentum moving. Shops are hoping for hordes of shoppers, with Boxing Day sales continuing this weekend. Retail NZ Chief Executive Carolyn Young says the volume of sales has been fairly steady and not much different from last year. But she says a lot of stores started their promotions early, which could have stolen transactions that would have come later in the month.
Sometimes you go on sale early, you boost up those sales that last week of Christmas, but it might impact what happens at the last week of December.
While the Labour leader says his party's optimistic about the election, he's admitting it's going to be a tough fight. Chris Hipkins says he spent 2025 rebuilding his party following a loss at the 2023 election. He admits voters want to see more focus on the cost of living, health and housing, calling them priority areas for the campaign. Hipkins says he's wrapping up the year with hope, with some polls showing Labour ahead of National. There's no trains running in Auckland from today. Auckland's rail network is closed for a month until January the 28th, so crews can carry out repairs and maintenance ahead of the opening of the City Rail link. Rail replacement buses will be put on every 10 minutes during morning and afternoon weekday peaks. Kiwi Rail Chief Program Officer David Gordon says in the long term, the disruption is a price worth paying. ACC is urging motorbike riders to stay sharp this summer after a spike in injuries last year. More than 4,700 motorbike-related injury claims were accepted in 2024. That's a 5-year high and came at a cost of $150 million. Injury prevention leader James Whittaker says there's far too many accidents and deaths on our roads every summer, and most of them are preventable.